Good morning. Today on CWN, it's Spanish Heritage Month.
And are you interested in ASVAB? I'm Maddie.
And I'm Logan. And today is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
We caught up with Grant and I on SpongeBob the Musical. Let's take it to them.
Hey cats, I'm here with Logan and Grant. I heard there's a SpongeBob musical. Can y'all tell me a little more about that?
Yes, of course. So, Harbor Playhouse downtown is doing SpongeBob the Musical, opening this Friday. I play Mr. Krabs.
And I play Patrick Starr, and we're running for 5 consecutive weeks. We're going to be going from September 22nd, this Friday, and we'll be running the show all the way till the final showing, October 29th.
And what's the story about?
It basically follows a typical Bikini Bottom day where SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy try to save the Bikini Bottom from the end of the world.
And I personally think one of the cool parts about this musical is that whereas most musicals probably have like one, maybe even two people write the entire soundtrack, which basically means as you go later on, it might get a bit, pale. I don't know how you say it. But the cool part about this is that it's 13 whole different artists, so every song feels fresh from the start. There's a song for everybody. There's David Bowie, Panic at the Disco, Cyndi Lauper. We even got people from Aerosmith writing the soundtrack, which is a pretty cool thing. So there's a song for everybody, and we can't wait to see you at the show.
Thank y'all so much. Now back to the studio.
You know, Logan, I know you've been working really hard in rehearsals and everything. I'm just really excited to go and watch that.
Thank you, and we're really excited to see everyone there.
And the robotics season is kicking off today, and there is still time to join. There will be a meeting after school this Thursday to start the building process for a new season. The meeting will take place in room 605 from 4:10 to 5:30. The last day to join is this Thursday, September 21st. Hope to see you there.
Mrs. Bort's class recently had a lab over ice cream. Let's see what that's all about.
Morning, Wildcats. I'm here with Miss Bortz. So is Bortz. I heard y'all are doing an ice cream lab. Can you tell me more about that?
So what we're doing is we are looking at the phase changes of matter and seeing how the heat is transferred between the different states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, and so forth. So by using the ice cream and milk, we're changing that from a liquid to a solid, using ice and salt to help freeze the milk solution. And we're having some fun while we do it.
All right, that's cool. So I heard y'all guys were shaking the tube while you guys were at it. Can you tell me more about that and how that turns into ice cream?
Okay, so actually the ice that is surrounding the bag of the liquid is, we put salt in there and that makes it get colder. And so as they shake, it gets all of the milk particles to release the heat. And as the heat is released from the milk, it's going to turn into ice cream. And as the ice absorbs the heat and energy from the milk, it's going to melt the ice. And so they have to shake, 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 shake so they can get their ice cream made.
All right, that's cool. Let's take it back to the studio.
We spoke to Ms. Ritrallo about the new history project she started this week. Let's check it out.
Hey cats, it's Ashley with Calallen TV, and today we are talking to Ms. Ritrallo about trade routes, a project on trade routes. Can you tell me more about that, please?
Sure. So this is my AP World History class, and we're looking at trade routes in the period 600 to 1450, and they're creating maps that show the trade routes and the goods and ideas that were exchanged on those trade routes, as well as identifying major trade cities, trading empires, and any technologies that supported trade.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
This week is Freedom Week. We caught up with a few teachers to tell us some more about it.
Hi, I'm Cameron Calloway with Calallen TV, and we're with Mrs. Allen. So this week's Freedom Week. Can you tell me what that means? Yeah, so Freedom Week is celebrated every year in Texas schools on the week of September the 18th when our Constitution was signed in the 1780s. So basically, it's kind of to remind all of us what our values are as Americans and some of those constitutional rights that we have, and kind of celebrate our freedom and the sacrifices that have been made by Americans so that we have those.
Thank you.
Hello, so today we're here with Mr. Ashburn. Today we're going to be talking about Freedom Week.
Freedom Week is a week that we celebrate, well, basically the freedoms that we have. The Constitution was signed that guaranteed us all our freedoms: freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom and all this other stuff. So we do this whole week celebrating those freedoms.
Are you excited for this week?
I'm excited to be an American because that means we're free to do whatever we want to an extent. But yes, I'm very excited.
Are you going to be wearing red, white, and blue this week?
I will wear some red, white, and blue this week. I wore black today because I'm not really happy the way the government's going right now. So sometimes we're losing a bit of our freedom, so I'm wearing black. And just remember this, y'all. The older you get, the more things are going to try to get you to do. So what you got to do is just keep on living, man. Livin.
Back to the studio.
We caught up with Ms. Rivera to give us some information on Spanish Heritage Month. Let's take it to her for more.
I'm Christian Cantu, and I'm here with Ms. Rivera. Ms. Rivera, can you give me some information on Spanish Heritage Month and your background, please?
Hi, good morning. So Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated from September 15 to October 15. There are a few countries actually that celebrate on September 15, Central American countries, for example, Nicaragua, Honduras. And today, actually, September 18, my country celebrates their independence. I'm from Chile originally. So yes, yesterday I hung out with my family and we celebrated Chile's Independence Day.
Any projects you're doing in class, Ms. Rivera?
Yes, we're doing famous Hispanic or Latin American. They have to do research. We're also showing the famous grito from Mexico, so things like that.
That's great. Back to the studio.
Attention 10th to 12th grade students, if you want to learn a little bit more about what career better suits you or are interested in joining the military, sign up for the ASVAB test. This test will be given on Thursday, October 19th in the CHS library. Deadline to sign up in the dual credit room is noon, Friday, October 13th, 2023.
Mrs. Shippey's class had a practice lab with Jello. Let's see what it's about.
Come on, Wildcats. I'm here with Miss Shippey. So, Miss Shippey, y'all did a Jello string lab. So what was that all about?
So before we actually use bacteria, I wanted everybody to kind of practice, have like a practice run. So when you're in a microbiology lab, you have to use something called aseptic technique. And so that's kind of what we were practicing today before they actually used Petri dishes with agar. So we had Jello instead. And then instead of using like live bacteria, they had to use some Cool Whip instead. And they had to practice sterilizing their inoculating loop, like in between their streaking on the agar plate. And everybody actually did pretty good today.
All right, that's good, that's good. Back to the studio.
Now let's send it to Callie with Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Volleyball is playing home all week, so make sure to go support your Lady Cats. And also, Calallen Lady Cat boosters posted on Instagram that they will be selling Calallen blankets during the game at the concession stand for $40. Today's game will be at 6:30 against Alice. Now that's all from me, and back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
And now let's send it to Michaela with a rundown on sports after this quick break.
Good morning, Wildcats. This is a quick PSA on the Student Council speeches. Make sure to record your speech on Mrs. Line's iPad from the library before Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you, Maddie, and good morning, Wildcats. Brooke spoke to Coach Lamb on how the outdoor adventure class plays disc golf. Let's go to them for more.
Now to switch it up a bit, we're going to take it to our outdoor class. I'm here with Coach Lamb. So Coach Lamb, I've been seeing a lot of these cages outside. What are those?
Well, thank you, Brooke. So this is part of our disc golf course we have here at Calallen now. It's brand new. We We had a grant towards the end of this last school year. Mrs. Lyons, our librarian, was able to find some funds for us. So this is our disc golf course. It's like a regular golf course if you're not familiar with disc golf course. It's a national sport. They have national championships. So we picked up our little golf bags. So they're not like real golf bags with clubs and all. But inside the golf bags we have like drivers, mid-range, and putters, just like you would find in a regular golf bag. And the idea is to throw these discs like you would a Frisbee into those cages to, either get a hole-in-one or a par 5, par 4, par 3 of that nature. So we just started. This is our first year doing it. It's been very hot outside, so we've been waiting for those temperatures to go down so we can go out there and start practicing. We've actually been able to do a few holes already. We only have 4 holes on the course, so it's not like a regular golf course where there's 18 holes. We have 4 of those cages. There are a couple more cages of those down at the middle school, which when we're done doing our unit, we'll send them down to the middle school CMS, and they'll be able to have some fun with the disc golf course. So pretty neat.
That sounds amazing. It sounds so fun for all your kids. Now, how long have you been doing this class, your outdoor activities?
Well, the Outdoors Adventures class has only been around this is our second year doing it. And we've been able to do many things. We just finished a unit on archery, and we just, today was our first day going outside and cooking, so we're able to go out and cook. I started doing some homemade sausages to get a taste of those kids and doing some outdoor cooking with Dutch ovens, making fires and things like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like they're learning a lot. Thank you. And now back to the anchors.
Our freshman and JV football teams will be playing on Thursday, September 21st, 2023. Zapata doesn't have a freshman team, so our freshman team will be playing Uvalde in Jordanton at 5 p.m. on Thursday. Gates open at 4:30. Calallen JV football will be playing Zapata at Zapata High School at 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. Tickets will be sold online only, so make sure you wish them good luck if you see them. And that's all. That's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to you.
Thank you, Michaela. Now here's James with today's weather forecast.
Hey Cats, it's Hannah Hominick and I'm here with Miss Cooley. So, Miss Cooley, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with Top Cats?
Yes, I can. This Friday, we're going to have the teacher Top Cat dance. We're still looking for a few more teachers. So they're going to perform at the pep rally, and it's always fun and pretty funny. And also, we've got Little Miss Top Cat coming up in the works. I know a lot of teachers have little ones that like to do that. But I've got flyers here in my room, or you can register through RevTrack at calallen.org.
Thank you, Miss Cooley. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Logan, and good morning, Calallen. Are you ready for the cooler temperatures that are fast approaching? Because we sure are. Currently, it is 80 degrees, relatively cool for this time of day. Winds northeast at 8 miles an hour, and sunny conditions as expected. On our Doppler radar, as we can see, it is dry across the southern portion of Texas and the northeastern portion of Mexico, as well as the majority of the Gulf of Mexico, but we do have some showers down here just off the coast, east of McAllen. We have a heat advisory back in effect. Temperatures will feel 115 to 119 degrees, so make sure to stay hydrated. Looking throughout the rest of the day, at about noon, temperatures will push about 90 degrees, 4 p.m., 93, and then around sunset, back down to 90. Winds will generally shift more toward west-northwest and speed up to about 13 miles per hour. And looking on our long-range forecast throughout the rest of the week, Wednesday, temperature is expected to be around 96, Thursday 97, and then Friday 96 again, with generally increasing cloud coverage and increasing rain chances, with a maximum chance of 30% on Friday. And winds will generally stay north to northwest between 0 and 20 miles per hour throughout the week. And it is game day for our middle school kids. Kickoff here will be conditions will be about 91 degrees with a rain chance of about 20% and winds west-northwest at about 12 miles an hour. And closer to 10 p.m., temperatures will drop down by 9 degrees to 82 and winds will slow down to about 9 miles per hour and favor the northwesterly direction. And sunset will occur tonight at about 7:35 p.m. And fall is right around the corner. Only 4 days until the calendar month switches over to fall. And with that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
Of course.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, what's the difference between dirt and the Texas Rangers?
I don't know, Logan. What?
Nothing. They both get swept.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always, stay classy, Calallen.